There's a lot of news that's happening today, but there's a lot of weather that is happening too. And as far as the weather goes, we are actually in a situation that happens from time to time where we have two possibilities for one severe weather event. And it's all about timing and the breakdown of that. But there's actually two different big weather stories that we have going on. And I get to push the desk.
Bye-bye.
My favorite thing to do. All right, so now you get an idea of what our two top weather stories are for today. Number one, the severe weather threat. This is looking more and more like it's going to be overnight, and there's still the possibility for early morning. So the timing is where things get a little bit either or rather than a cohesive single message. So Matt will detail that a little bit. And then we're going to talk more about the serious heat that is on the way. We are not only dealing with the heat, like if you think today is hot and humid, just wait. But we're going to go near record heat as we head, especially into Wednesday. There are heat advisories, high extreme heat warnings to our west. But as mentioned, first and foremost, we need to get to talking about this severe threat overnight tonight. Matt has more on that.
Yeah, Betsy, we've been tracking this over the course of the last 24 hours, the threat today, and the Storm Prediction Center has actually upgraded the threat. And you can see where we're talking about: Ohio Valley, much of northeast Ohio, heading up towards Michigan, Indiana. And that is a 4 out of 5. That's a moderate risk for severe weather. So we're looking at a fairly good chance that most of northeast Ohio gets out of this event by tomorrow morning with some type of severe weather. So what are we watching? It's not a cold front. What we're waiting on is a large cluster of showers and thunderstorms called an MCS. That's a mesoscale convective system to get going here. We're starting to see the beginning back towards areas of Wisconsin. This will likely evolve into a bigger cluster of showers and thunderstorms that races down to the south and the east as we get into the very, very latter half of the evening and then the overnight. So here's one model's take on it. You notice the big storms in Michigan. Good news is we can track these in. It's not something that's going to pop over us, but watch what happens tonight. All that has aim at northeast Ohio. Threats from this: we've got damaging winds, hail, maybe an isolated tornado, but that flooding threat and a strong wind threat is really going to be the thing that we're watching. We'll talk about more of this next half hour, but it's all on the dome of heat. And Betsy, we're talking some heat coming in here next couple days.
Yeah, it's that dome of heat that actually provides the trajectory for all of those storms to roll right along. So that's why we have that northwest to southeast movement in the storm systems themselves. But the midweek heat is setting up. We have near record heat that is coming our way for Wednesday, and we're going to kind of do an upglide to that. So heat indices, not only for Wednesday, but kind of a few hours on either side. We are talking about the possibility of 100+ degree heat index here in northeast Ohio. We have more on this big evolving weather story, and there's many parts to it coming up in just a few minutes.